My boyfriend of 4 months retaliated against me because I went out with my close friends until morning by calling me while he was having sex with his... Hi guys, today, I'll tell you my real-life story of how my boyfriend cheated on me, but before that, don't forget to subscribe for daily stories. So, I'm a sophomore in graphic design at VL University, and I guess you could say I used to be kind of a hopeless romantic. That's probably why I fell for Brandon so quickly. He was in architecture, and we met during a cross-department workshop. We clicked over our shared love for design, fonts and floor plans, color theory, and concept sketches. Our coffee shop hangouts turned into late-night project sessions, and before I knew it, we were inseparable. At first, it really did feel like the start of something special. Brandon had this calm, almost poetic way of talking about his ideas, like every blueprint he drafted was a love letter to the world. He told me once, "Design is just problem-solving with beauty." And I remember thinking, that's exactly what I want love to feel like. We had our favorite spots on campus, an overlooked rooftop with fairy lights, the tiny bookstore with the squeaky floorboards, the corner table at Café Loom, where we would sketch out our dreams over flat whites and cinnamon buns. We even made a shared Pinterest board for future projects, his future house designs next to my typeface explorations. We weren't just dating, we were co-creating. But it wasn't long before differences started surfacing, quiet at first, then louder with time. Brandon was deeply religious, Catholic, traditional, and proud of it. I didn't mind at first. I thought, hey, maybe some structure in life isn't so bad. But that structure came with invisible walls. He believed in saving certain things for marriage, something I tried to respect, even when it made me feel rejected, like my body was a temptation instead of a part of who I was. He hated how I dressed sometimes, too cropped, too bold. Once, I came home from class and he said, "Do you really want everyone seeing you like that?" I laughed it off, but it stung. Then came 50 specimen shapes. It was the biggest project of the semester, a chaotic, collaborative explosion of creativity. Our group decided to go all in, no sleep, just adrenaline, snacks, and wild ideas. When I told Brandon about it, his expression went cold. "I just thought maybe you'd choose to spend the night here, with me," he said. "It's not like I'm going to a party. It's literally a design lab with fluorescent lighting and beanbags," I replied, trying to keep it light. "Still," he muttered, turning away, "you always have time for them." That hit me harder than it should have. I spent the day juggling a whirlwind of meetings, critiques, and caffeine-fueled brainstorms, but his silence sat in my stomach like a lead weight. I finally texted him. "Hey, hope you're okay. Just wanted to say I miss you. I'll text you throughout the night if you want." He replied, "Good luck. We need to talk when you have a moment." I stared at that message for 10 minutes. That kind of text? It's like a time bomb, and it kept ticking in the back of my mind the entire night. At around midnight, I dashed back to the apartment for a change of clothes and some gear. Brandon was there, sitting on the couch, TV on mute. He didn't even look at me. "I'll just be quick," I said softly. He finally turned to me and said, "Do you really have to do this all night?" "Yes. It's my grade. It's my team. This matters." "Well, so do I," he said. We stared at each other. Neither of us said what we were really thinking. And then I left. That night was one of the best and worst of my life. Creatively, it was a dream. My team killed it. We sculpted, experimented, and laughed so hard I nearly choked on gummy bears. But every time I checked my phone and saw nothing from Brandon, the high faded. I sent him a few messages, a video of our mock-ups, a picture of me half covered in glue and glitter with the caption, "Still alive." No response. When I came home the next day, the apartment felt wrong. It was too quiet. On the table, a note. "Went out to clear my head. We'll talk when I get back." My chest tightened. I tried to distract myself, curled up on the couch with my laptop, scrolling through our final design files. Then my phone buzzed. It was Brandon. I answered, my heart racing, ready to talk it all out. Instead, I heard, Sounds. Hushed moaning, rustling sheets. A girl's voice. Brandon's voice. Low, breathless. I couldn't move. I couldn't breathe. Then he spoke, clear as day. I wanted you to hear what you've been missing. Maybe now you'll understand how it feels to be unwanted. I dropped the phone. My knees buckled. And then I did something I'll never forget. I called Maya. Not Anna this time. Maya, my best friend since freshman orientation. The girl who made me ramen at 3 a.m. The girl who once threatened to egg a professor for giving me a B-. She didn't even ask why I was sobbing. She just said, "Where are you?" 10 minutes later, she was pounding on my door, hoodie over her pajamas, mascara still on from the night before. She stepped inside, looked at my face, and said, "We're not letting him be the last person to make you feel anything tonight." She didn't lecture. She just sat beside me and opened her phone. And together, in silence, we watched dumb cat videos. For hours. I laughed through my tears. Ugly cried into her hoodie sleeve. And somewhere between the third video and the second cup of tea, I felt something shift. The next day, Maya marched me to the quad, put sunglasses on my face, and made me walk. She said, "You don't owe him your sorrow. You don't owe anyone your silence." So I went to see him, not because I wanted closure, but because I deserved it. I told him everything. I didn't scream. I just laid it out, piece by piece, like broken glass on a table. "You didn't just cheat," I said. "You tried to shatter me, and I'm not giving you that power." He cried. For the first time, I saw regret in his eyes. But I also knew it wasn't enough. Maya was waiting for me outside in the car, blasting Taylor Swift and wearing glitter eyeliner at 10 a.m. "Ready to reclaim your damn life?" she said, handing me a muffin. That's the thing about friends like her. They don't just help you survive the heartbreak. They remind you who you were before it. The weeks that followed weren't pretty. Some nights I still reached for my phone out of habit, but then Maya would text me things like, "Proud of you today," or "Don't forget you're the blueprint." And slowly, I became me again. Actually, a better version of me. Now, when I pass that rooftop or that cafe, I still remember him. But I also remember the girl who chose herself. The friend who never left. The laughter that came back, louder than ever. This time, I'm building something beautiful. For me. And I've got people in my corner who remind me every day that love should never make you smaller. Only bigger. Only brighter.